Well, hey, it's Catherine. We have celebrated our 6th birthday party over at Stamp Nation. We had 8 days of challenges and new video tutorials and lots of great prizes. The fun hasn't stopped because our challenges always are live as well as our videos. And I am going to participate in the Aquatini challenge today. And you see that plaid? I can't wait to show you how to make it. Our challenge over at Stamp Nation is for the Aquatini color, and we broke it down to teeny, and we're using tiny stamps. And so that's what I'm going to do today, but first I wanted to create a background. So I have my peppermint stick background stamp. This is from our Candy Cane Lane Stamp of Approval collection that came out in September of 2016. It will be available in the store later this year. I have a piece of white cardstock. I'm just going to lay my cardstock right on top. I'm going to rub it, and I'm adding copy paper too, just so I don't get ink all over my hands. And then if I don't use the copy paper and I'm rubbing, I may shift the cardstock, so it helps to do it this way. And we'll pull this up, and we've got a really fabulous stripe. And did you see how easy it was to ink with our new foam pads? It was just like tap, 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 stamp, done. I'm going to just wipe my stamp down a little. I don't have to get it 100% clean. It'll be pretty close. Now I'm going to take the Lime Ricky and I'm going to do the same thing. Just tap it all over my ink or my stamp, making sure that I have a smooth finish. And then I am going to lay my cardstock the other way, and you see it's not gonna go the whole, it's gonna miss part of it there. That's all right. We'll just rub it. And we've got an awesome plaid. Oh, I am loving this. I'm gonna set my plaid aside and I'm gonna work on the greeting. So I'm using the Still Smiling stamp set, and I'm gonna ink it up with our black ink. And I always recommend, with a bigger stamp like this, going upside down, just to make sure you don't get ink all over the non-stamp part, because the black will stain your stamp some, so you wanna be careful about that and not get black everywhere, because then you won't be able to see through your stamps. Now if you get to your stamp right away, you can see the extent that the staining is, and sometimes it's helpful because then you can see the image instead of having it just all clear. So now we are going to get to the teeny part. So I'm just going to stamp some leaves on the cardstock, and I've pulled in Tutti Frutti. I thought it would go really well with this color palette, the Aquatini, the Lime Ricky, and the Tutti Frutti. Now if you want to get varying shades, you can also stamp off. Should have thought of that before when I was stamping for the first time. So now I'm going to do Tutti Frutti, and we'll get some pretty coral in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and fill in this whole bottom here. So I have cut off the top part of here that was just the stripes so that I have a square plaid piece, and then I have this piece, and I think these are adorable together. They're really great complements to each other. I think when I add this to my card, I want a little piece of Tutti Frutti. I don't have that cardstock, but look at this. If you just do direct to paper, look at how stunning that is. I mean, you don't really need coordinating cardstock if you can just run your ink pad right across the cardstock and get this. Right? Now I want to add these onto my card front, kind of cattywampus to each other, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how I can do some paper saving here, because if I lay this on top of here like this, that means I have all this plaid under here, but you know what? It might just end up sitting on my table and I won't use it. But I just don't think I can let myself waste that awesome plaid, so I think I'm going to cut it out. Doesn't have to be precise. I could just take this extra little piece of plaid and just cut it up into some strips and use it on another card. So I'll set that aside. Hopefully I didn't just make a mistake. If I did, well, you guys can hang with me and figure out how to fix that. Let's see, I wanted it kind of maybe like that, and then that like that. That is pretty cute. Kind of excited about it. So I hope you guys are enjoying these inks as much as I am. Our first batch of colors went out in our foundations box at Thanksgiving time, and I'm hearing lots of great reviews. You guys are loving the same things about these pads that I am, like the vibrancy of the colors, how they stamp a bold, full image right away. You don't have to let it dry. You don't have to double stamp. It's just you stamp it and it is a bold, full color. And I'm loving that, and I think you guys are too. I'm adding some black and white twine, and then I'll just trim it off. And if you guys haven't seen the video showing all the great benefits and features of these inks, I will link below, whether you're on YouTube or my blog. And one of my favorite things about this ink is that when you go from a dark, like a black or another darker color, and then you go into a light, I don't know if you have trouble, but I have trouble getting my stamps clean in between. It always seems to like pull off the darker color when I'm stamping. My scissors went where? And then I can never get like a true yellow or a true, orange, because it gets muddy from the color from before. And these inks don't do that, so that makes me super happy. Thanks for being here, you guys, and having fun with some plaid and some tiny stamps. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.